Hello everyone, welcome back. And I don't remember what part of my collection series we're on, but we are now going to be talking about my highlighters, blushes, and bronzers and contours, basically cheek and other face products. So I'm going to be splitting everything into two parts. So this is the first part of my face extra stuff. my bronzers, highlighters, blushes, and yeah. I don't have any real contour stuff in this video. That'll be more on next video. So let's get started. Let's start with my bronzer collection. That's just because I have the smallest. So I have this concealer which I use as kind of like a cream bronzer and cream contour all in one. Sorry, it took me a while to remember that. Anyways, it is my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 30 color Cafe. I got this inspiration from Tati, and I thought she actually used a different color, but she actually uses this one. Clearly, I am much darker than she is. I am, you know, a tanned person. But this actually kind of works as like a soft bronzer on me. Although when I do want to contour, I can use this like as my contour cream base and then set it with powder, blah blah blah. But yeah, so yeah, my Fit Me concealer. The next one I have is my NARS Laguna, and I have a miniature version. This is something that I'm actually trying to use up this year, so if I do this video next year, it's probably not going to be here. And I have this much left. I'm just going to show you guys just because, why not? I have been working on this for months and it has taken me quite a while. It looks like this, if anyone's wondering, is because I repressed it. There was just so much around the edges that I couldn't really get my brush in without damaging my brush. So I decided to repress it, and that's how much I have of it today, or as I am filming this video. If anyone's interested, it is February 18th. The next bronzer that I have is my NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder. There's only one color in this, I believe, and it is in Sunny. And I have hit little tiny pan in this, and yeah, it's a great warm bronzer. I like this. I actually think I like this and the next bronzer I'm going to show you more than my NARS Laguna, just because it matches me a bit better. Like this Laguna and Sunny is a bit, oh, what the heck is this? It's a bit on the warmer. It's like this is a bit deeper, but for some reason this shows up on my skin a bit better. I don't know why, but it does. Like, I don't have to use, I could just use the powder without like a base, like a cream base under for it to really show up, if that makes sense. My last bronzer is from, I think this originated in Australia, but it says distributed by France, so I don't really know. But anyways, this is my LOL bronzing powder. I got this when I was in school in the Philippines. I just started getting into bronzer then. And so I got this. I didn't want to invest into something a little bit more expensive. If anyone in the Philippines is watching, this is like 100 pesos, I think. I wanted to get the one from BYS, but it was like 2 or 3 times more expensive, and I was like, I'm just starting out with bronzer. I don't want to have anything crazy, but this is a very red tone bronzer. It's actually really, really great on me. I love this bronzer. I actually had my friend use this, and she is fairer than I am, and it looked so red on her. But anyways, if you're tanned, and this is a great one. This is in number 02 Brown Sugar. For my highlighters, let's talk about highlighters, because that's what is the second least amount. So I have 2 liquids and 2 cream. No, I have 2 liquids. Yes. One is my Buxom like deluxe size sample in Divine Goddess. This is a very warm highlighter. This is, yeah, Divine Goddess Luminizer, and it's really pretty. Sometimes I like to use this mixed with my foundation to give me that glow. I am someone that has oily skin, but I don't know why. It looks great. I think with my BB cream, just probably because in the wintertime it is a bit more cold and my skin is a bit more dry, so I can actually pull off the dewy look. But yeah, I don't know if I will ever repurchase the full size, just because this does take a while to get through. I have had this for a while and I even use this only for a long time and I still have a ton of it. But anyways, this is a very beautiful warm highlighter. My next highlighter is liquid highlighter is from Starlux, and it is LHL1 in highlight. I don't know if this is a permanent collection. If this is a permanent item, but I know this was when I was working with Starlux for like 2 months. This was something that was on like special, not special, like limited edition. This is a very beautiful, cool toned highlighter. It has a pink shimmer to it. I'm not sure if anyone wants me to do a swatch or anything. Let me just do a swatch real quick. It is very pink toned, where the Buxom one is very warm toned. Let me just grab a little bit right here. Which is really great because sometimes I do go through like different looks. I don't know if you could see that. This comes with a doe foot wand applicator like this, and it's actually much more convenient than I thought it would. When I first got it, I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. And yeah, liquid highlighters isn't my favorite. It's not my favorite just because it's kind of harder to control. There you go. It's harder to control just because you can go really overboard with it, and they're much more pigmented than powder highlighters. All right. Speaking of powder highlighters, let's go on to my powder highlighters. I have this BYS. This is called a bronzing powder, but it's very shimmery, so I use this more like as a highlight. It looks really messed up because I repressed it. I went to Indonesia for a vacation and I brought this with me because I love this color. This is such a beautiful golden coppery. I think this color is in copper. Yeah, this color is in bronzer 02 copper. And it is just so beautiful. I love this as like a warm highlight. The imprint on this was a sun, which is, I was about to say bronzer was sun, or was sun. Bronzer was sun, and that's what it looked like originally, but because like it totally smashed. Like this is a very, very soft formula, so it smashed, and I was so heartbroken. I was like, no. And then I actually had to wait until I was back in the Philippines to repress it. For some reason in Indo, it's really hard to find rubbing alcohol. I don't know why. But anyways, I actually really love that. It's probably one of my favorite highlighters, but because it's so warm, I can't use it with every look. I can't wait until it's summer because then I can use it again. Another highlighter I have, it's also marketed as a bronzer, but I use it as a highlighter, and I can also actually pull this off as a light setting powder, like for an all over glow. And it's something that everyone has, and it is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana. People might think that this might not work for me because I am tan, but this actually looks very nice. It has like a subtle sheen to it, and that subtle sheen is enough for me to actually put all over my face and give me like a nice healthy glow, which is awesome. And if I concentrate it enough, like pack it on enough, I can actually have like a nice soft highlight with this. And then my last two are the new repackaged highlighters from Wet n Wild. This was originally like in their Fergie line, and I believe they also renamed this. I don't have the original Fergie ones just because I was always like, I'll get it later. And then I was so devastated when I realized that they were taking out the Fergie line, and then I thought that this was also being discontinued, and then I saw it and I was like, oh my god, I'm getting it, and then I realized they were just repackaged. But anyways, I think they're also really pretty. This one is that I'm holding in my hand is Sangria Castles, like sand, but sangria. It's very similar to my copper highlighter, but it's much it's less intense. It's also warm and glowy highlight. I don't know if you can see that. It's right there. Sorry, I don't have the best lighting in the world. And then this one is I'll Have a Cosmo. They're all named after alcoholic drinks, which is great. You know, who doesn't like a little bit of alcohol here or there? It has like, it's like a pinky swirly one, so this is more of like a pinky highlighter. And there it is. It's much lighter. It's much cooler. So I like having different highlighters. A part of me wants to go ham crazy on highlighters, but yeah, I'm not going to do that because after a while everything looks the same. Alright, now for my cheeks, my blushes. I have quite a bit of single blushes, and you guys are going to think I'm crazy when you see my the rest of my collection later on. But anyways, I have a gel. I realized when I was collecting everything, I have at least like a liquid or a gel form of like my cheek products. And this is the Josie Maran Coconut Water Cheek Gelée in Pink Escape. And just 'cause why not, I'm going to show you that I actually hit the glass on this. And this is a small, little tiny sample size of it that you can get in like sets. And this took me forever just to hit the glass. Imagine like the whole huge regular size one, like, oh my god. And I actually used to hate this color at first. I was just like, oh my god, this is too pink, I hate it. But now that I'm learning how to use this, which I'm so glad I have this and not the big one, because I learned how to use cheek cream blushes. I'm starting to like this. It's much more every day. I use it and I am getting really turned on by cream blushes because it looks very, very pretty. So I have a Wet n Wild blush, and it has the 50% off sticker because I was getting this when Wet n Wild was changing everything, and this was on sale. And this is in pearlescent pink, and it's such a beautiful, like, it took me so long to try to like get this. I don't know why, but it's such a beautiful, beautiful pink, and it's also very concentrated. I don't know if you can see it. It's very, very pigmented, I should say, and it's one of those things where you have to be very careful with, or else you could over apply it and you'll look like a clown, which sucks. Yeah, so I was at Marshall's when I went shopping at there's a mall that has Marshall's, and I went there with my friends. I went to the mall with my friends and I saw this, and clearly it's an older item, but I don't care. I thought this blush was really pretty. And this is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Blends. This is what they used to look like, and this is in this is called a sheer highlighting blush, Pure 22. So it's like a highlighting blush, but this is such a nice soft color. This is one of the things where like you'll have a hard time messing it up. Like you could barely see it on my skin in the lighting, but you know, sometimes with blushes, swatches don't give it justice. You have to put it on your face and it's so beautiful. It gives me a nice healthy glow, which is great because the name is called Healthy Skin. So woo-hoo. For my next blush is from Starlux. It is, I think this is like the sample sizes of their blushes, or like when you get their boxes. This is in rose gold and it's called a Skin Perfecting Blush. I used this when I first got it. I haven't used it in a while, but it is a very rose goldy blush and it's actually really, really pretty. It has like kind of like a coppery sheen to it, but it's really nice. Hopefully you can see that. I wonder if I turn my lighting a bit. I don't think that changed anything, but yeah. It's really pretty. It's really soft. It's one of those highlighter blushes. It's one of those blushes that you'll have a hard time messing up. And that's what I really love about when I try to find blushes. I try to find them that are not super pigmented, just because if it's super pigmented, then you have to be very careful. And sometimes when I'm in a rush, I'm not careful at all. Ooh, what is this black thingy on this compact? Okay, so I have a Milani blush powder. It's in their Rose powder blush, and this is Romantic Rose, and oh my god, I've used this so much that I actually some of the imprint is gone already, and this is so, I'm gonna say the word beautiful again just because I like it. I love this color. It's a very soft rosy color, as the name states. There's a concentrated swatch of it. It's just very nice. If you have like a stippling brush and you put it on your cheeks, it gives you such a nice healthy glow. And I'm someone that has tan skin, so my lighting is washing me out, but I am much darker in real life. Like, not much darker, but I'm like 2 shades darker. And it's just so pretty, and I am tempted to get the other Milani blushes, and I know that like a few months ago they actually came out with a lot of limited edition colors, which I wasn't able to get, but that's okay, just because I have to control myself. If I can't control myself now, when can I learn? So my last blushes are my Sephora singles. These were like on their sales. This was like before they reformulated and made other colors. So I have Apricot Sheen, and I have Healthy Rose, and I have Romantic Rose. And it's funny, when I got these and I was like, I just looked at the colors, I'm like, ooh, pretty colors. I didn't realize that I got colors that, 2 colors that were rose type colors. These two are, this one is Romantic Rose and this one is Healthy Rose, and they are very rosy colors. They're nothing like, it's nothing, the Romantic Rose in Milani and this Romantic Rose are nothing alike, so I think it's cool that it has the same name. So let me swatch all of this. So the Romantic Rose has more of like a reddish undertone, and the Healthy Rose has more of a pink undertone, and the Apricot is an apricot color. There it is. This is Romantic Rose, Healthy Rose, and Apricot. Honestly, I think I like Apricot the most out of all 3 of these, just because I think it's the prettiest. What can I say? So, and it has like a peachy look to it, and I like peachy blushes. I think it looks really great on me too. I think peachy blushes are like, it's like universal in my opinion. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that is just part 1 of my cheek collection, highlighters, bronzers, blushes, and I have rambled on into almost 20 minutes. So I will take a break and see you guys next time. Bye.